concerned with the effect on local provision, and thank you very much for circulating the report that was missing from the main papers. From it, I could see that school places are oversubscribed in each and every school. I have a problem with a lack of joined-up thinking. Given that there are no plans, or indeed finance, to build new schools, I think we should have had a report which told us whether it was feasible to build onto existing schools to meet the demand. This is a vital bit of information that's missing, and I think we should have had that information. Also, if it was possible, and we don't know, to extend the existing schools, the 106 education contribution is much less than it would normally be required to meet the cost of providing these additional places. And whilst we may be able to rely on the new homes bonus, there's no guarantee that the houses will be built in the 3 years that it's still available. So I think on that basis, we're talking about real people on their lives and their ability to educate their children. I think this is socially unsustainable, and I won't be supporting it.
Says, I totally agree about the schools, but it's not here to discuss schools today, we're here to discuss growing. Until we get a system where we're building schools along with the type of developments that go with them, we'll always have that problem in this country. So that's the facing it, let's be honest. I'm not happy about the road, but it's not our fault we have to do this development, unfortunately. The government has told us this is what we do. The coalition government has told us this is what we have to do. And we have to do it whether we like it or whether we don't like it. I'm not happy, as I said, I'm not happy about the road. I'm not happy at all about the road. But I really...
Councillor Lee, just concerns about the way that you're speaking.
Fine. Thank you. Fine. I'm just saying what I think, and I'm saying it out loud. I am really concerned about the road, and because of that, I don't think I will be supporting this application. It is the road that is really my biggest problem. It's not the housing or the infrastructure, but the road itself has a lot. Well, I'm just not happy at all with the highways.
I think this application will be damaging to the environment, wildlife and heritage of the area. I'm not happy with the emergency access out of the estate, and I still fundamentally believe that it's urban green space, and until it's changed by another process, statutory planning process, I personally will be voting against it.
Councillor Sykes, then Councillor C, Councillor Wainwright.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. It was designated as a green urban space by this council in the current UDP, and I find it difficult to be persuaded that and I'll use the word, overriding material considerations that were justified by what have been demonstrated to change that designation. I would recommend a review, Chair. I'll make a recommendation now. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I will be not supporting this application because of my concern is, after 3 years, these development take place and the people are researching the schools, and we are very sure limited places for children, and it's not really good for the children and education, and that will be suffering. I will reject this application. Thank you.
Very grateful, Chair. I won't support it either on highways grounds. Thank you.
think I see from the panel we have a number of concerns there. I also have concerns because it's green space, and I think until it's redesignated, if it is redesignated through the MPPF and the coast strategy, I would have concerns on those grounds. I also have concerns on highways grounds. Knowing Leeds Road as I do, council leaders as well, and using that road fairly regularly. It's a bottleneck most of the time, and I think until we come up with a more suitable plan, I would have concerns, and I would be for reviews on this. So we've had a proposal which Council cites, and I would.
You just need to establish your reasons.
I think we did.
Chair, I wrote down, I can't put all this into your mouth, I mustn't do that, but I wrote down members' concerns being lack of spaces in the schools, education reason, roads and highways, extra traffic and congestion being caused, concerns about wildlife and conservation aspects. Also, a concern was expressed about an emergency access, the use of emergency access, and one of the main things was loss of the urban green space.
I think it's the fact that it was also a buffer. It was designated as a buffer by this council. That means it was really inside the council.
It was a buffer between Factory and Windows. We just need a few. We'll just get the policy references and then we'll go through those. What we want is need to get some work.
From that, we formed a group which has met at least once a week and just gone through every policy that we could possibly find to find a way of stopping this. Today we've been successful in doing that. On the way though, we've got to remember that there were, on the first application that Simpson made, over 1,000 objections. On the second one, there were 1,500. So we were actually gathering strength. So we've ended up here, anyway, we've ended up here today. We've also broken other traditional ways of doing things in that we actually sent the council our report rather than just turn up on the day and say our little bit. We're the first people who've ever done that, and it's thrown them terribly, and they've called it naughty and all sorts of things, but there ain't no rule against it. So other people out there, get your facts right, make sure everything you do is absolutely button tight and accurate, and you'll lose them, because we've found mistakes in their reports, particularly one huge one on traffic, that if they hadn't forced us to send in our report early, they wouldn't have known about till today. So this, remember this, I've been told it by other groups and I'm going to pass it on to you. If you end up in this situation, don't think it's a bargaining market. Everything is against you. The councillors are really against you. They want to build. The people in the office, the planners, they're against you as well, because they want the bill to go on. I don't know why. I'm not going to mention bribes or things like that, but because that's not right. But however, they all seem to want it to happen. And I think when you look at the film today, you'll notice how much time £3 million gets mentioned for a site that's 1.5 miles away from what they're supposed to be talking about. So, think on that, but get your facts right, tell them sod all, and give them hell.